Good morning. Welcome to yoga class. Today we're focusing on the third eye chakra, and I have my black obsidian crystal here, and I apologize. I had told you guys that in the past this was a different stone, and I apologize. I'm just going to warm up the class, and then we'll get into some warm-up yoga poses, and we're going to be doing third eye chakra yoga poses. I'm going to warm up with a tuning fork as well. It's a 128 hertz, so it's the lowest. If you have any sensitivities to the tuning fork, this is the lowest one. Putting healing energy in the air. You don't have to accept Reiki. If you want to, just go ahead and accept it. I'm going to add Reiki into it, to the third eye. Okay, I've set the tone. Now let's warm up a little bit. I have a yoga mat. You're okay, the Reiki and the tuning fork is in the air. It's in you if you want that. So if you need to go get your yoga mat, I have a couple blocks here. I'm going to use these to warm up. I'm going to use my yoga ball today just for a few minutes. You can do child's pose while we do that if you don't have a yoga ball. This is 4-inch blocks, then I have 3-inch blocks. I have my water bottle. I'm sitting on a bolster. It's a 27 by 6 inch. I'm going to move that up. I also have, I might use these today, knee pads. A yoga towel, you can use a hand towel. And a yoga belt is always helpful. I'm not sure if we'll use that today. So since I use props to make it easy for mobility impaired, which is what I am, and I've had a nice woman tell me it was really helpful. One of the classes I did where she's mobility impaired, so I'm always going to keep that in mind. And let's get on our knees and let's do some cat-cow. So just arch your back, pushing up off your arms. This is really good exercises for your arms. And I'll show you the side. Just on your knees. And when you're on the blocks, you don't have to do much. You're already automatically pushing back on your back. And then arch up. Just hold back a little bit. And push up. And arch up. And push up. And come into a supported hero's pose. You can always use more blocks if it's hard for you. I mean, you can pile it to the ceiling if you like. If you pile it this high, you're not really doing a whole lot to your body that you're going to feel discomfort. So this is a kind of nice morning pose if you're just waking your body up. I mean, you're still getting a little bit of a stretch, I can feel. Actually, this is kind of nice for me because it's morning over here for me, and I don't like to just jump right into the deep stretches, so I'm really enjoying this. This is nice. So you can sit here for a couple minutes. We have a couple moves that are tricky, so I want to make sure you're warmed up. There's only 5 poses for this chakra, but that I'm using today. But they're a little tricky. Okay, we can come off of there, come back down on your knees. Just stretch your back out a little bit so you're not dizzy. You have to use your body in certain positions. So let's just put your knees up and come forward, and then back. Let me turn around and show you. Just do it. Sorry about that. Forward and back, and forward and back. I'm going to come back this way. I'm knocking my bottle over because I'm in one of these micro apartments, which is so reasonable. And what I'm working towards is upward facing dog. Now, you can stay into the forward and back with your knees. You can even do the upward facing downward dog and keep your knees bent, your feet up in the air, which I'm doing now, which is fun. Or you can do the traditional one using blocks, though. And that would be, my legs are straight out, but I'm using the blocks. So it's just a really good stretch if you can do it. And there's less pressure on your wrists using the blocks. Okay, let's stretch a little bit more. And forward and back. Back a little bit, not all the way sitting on your knees, but back a little bit, kind of like you're gonna. And forward and back. It's a beautiful stretch. And forward. That's enough. I don't want to tire yourself out. Okay, come up. Let's do a little stretch of our legs. Just get up on your knee and one knee's up, one knee's down. Just hold onto your block and just push forward just a little bit. Stretch out. So this back knee is getting a little bit of a stretch, a little bit on the ground. Let's switch legs. Okay, same thing. Forward a little bit. The knee on the ground is straightening out a little bit. There's a slight bend in the knee on the one on the ground. Now we're coming forward. Back. And forward. And back. And do one more if you had to position yourself. Whew, I felt a little warmed up. Doesn't have to be anything crazy, just a little bit warmed up. Now, if you have the yoga ball, go ahead and use it. If not, you can just come down into child's pose. I have a neat child's pose with blocks. You come down and you actually bend your elbows and put your elbows in the block. Oh, actually, put your head down first. Then put your elbows in the block. And, oh, it feels so good. So you can do that. And I'll get the yoga ball out. I've been wanting to bend over the yoga ball quite a bit. It warms me up nicely. And one of the poses, you can actually get a little dizzy, so it's kind of nice to warm up this way. If you're going to do poses that are difficult where you're hanging down, bending backwards. So I'm going to already bend backwards, so I'm ready. For those of you who haven't seen me do this, I'm just placing the ball in the middle, putting my feet up so I can hang over the back of the ball. So I'm on my knees now. Actually, I'm on my knees. I'm going to bend over it. Now I'm going to bring up one foot under the other foot. Ooh, catch my balance. I like to use blocks so I don't have to come all the way down far. Depends on the day. Some days I want to be challenged. But actually, this right here is pretty good. You can just hold on to your blocks. And just breathe comfortably. You don't have to bring your head real far back down. What I'm doing right now too is stretching my back out. My body just wants to stretch a little bit forward. And it's nice because I can put my head on the blocks. I don't have to go really far. And that just, oh, it's a nice stretch. I can feel it through my back. And I don't feel like I'm going to get really dizzy if I do a yoga move that's a little compromising. Stretch my arms out a little bit. Oh, that felt really nice. And slowly come up. And just leave your arms to the side for a sec. And then just come down. You're kind of sitting on your legs just for a second. And then just come down. Over really slowly. Don't get yourself dizzy. Okay. Up. And get over here. We're not done with you. Another fun one I like to do that warms up is just to come up, put your belly on the ball, and come forward. Push off with your toes, and come forward. And you can use your blocks for support, and just come up on there like that. Alright, you can do this too. And your feet are off the ground a little bit. And that's another real nice stretch. Oh, that one feels really good. I feel like I am just about, which eat up a little bit if you want. I'm just about 100% warmed up. Oh. Alright. Ooh. For those of you who are good on the ball, you can come forward a little bit more. My knees are actually on the ball right now. And you can always come up on you. Sit up on it a little bit like that. Because I'd have to move this, or this is in the way. Ooh. Alright, so let's come down. You played enough on the ball. Okay. Let's get into the chakra poses. Now I might have you stretch them in between. I'm going to see how my body feels so I can adjust my body and yours at the same time. A complicated pose. Now I'm looking at a chart for the third eye. And the first one starts out with extended yoga pose. So I want to make this as easy as possible. Maybe a bolster would be nice. Come down on your knees and sit back a little bit. Keep your legs as wide as you can to make it comfortable. And so we can hold it for a little bit. Let's make it easy and put some blocks on top of your bolster. So you come down and you're just laying your head down. Work your arms out a little bit. And let's hold it here for a little bit. You're still getting a nice stretch. If your legs feel too tight, you can widen the sit. That's too much. Come up a little bit more with your knees closer together. Add another block. Use that to support yourself. And even if that's hard, you can come up on your knees like cat pose and just hold it. You can slowly start coming out of it. Lift your head up if you have your head down. Just breathe. Push up with your hands. Come up on your knees if you're not already. Stretch this leg out. Put one up in the air. Oh, this is where you can use your knee pads. Come up with one leg up in the air. Stretch it and just have it out like this. Hold it. Bring that knee in. The other. Up. Hold it. Okay, one more time, the other side. Up. Okay, and one more. Very good. Okay, let's come back. Remove the knee pads. Put your block also to the side. Oh boy, poops. Actually, we're gonna use this again. This looks like a locust pose. Oh, that's a tough one. Okay. Locust pose, they want you to come down on your belly and put your arms out and your feet out. But I think to make it easier, we can use some props. And we can use our knees and our feet are up. And then come on our belly. So kind of like the ball that we just did, if you did the ball. Bring your knees up that way. And you can put your arms out using extra blocks. Actually, using the yoga ball would be really good for this one. And then you've got your back legs out and your arms out, but they're leaning on the blocks. Now that can be uncomfortable for the stomach, I'm finding, unless you have a nice tight stomach. So maybe the bolster's better. And you got your legs up a little bit, and look at that, voila. Legs are up, you got your arms up. Isn't that nice? Let's hold that for a little bit. Okay, rest. Ooh, that's a tough one. That's why we needed to warm up. Okay, we're going to do a couple more like that. Up. Down. Up. Down and up. Down. Rest your head on a bolster. Let's rest for a minute. Okay, slowly come up. That was a really, really good move. Very, very good move. Let's sit down in meditation pose for a minute and just cool off. Oh, I like to sit in my bolster. Make sure you have water. Let's drink some water. You had a little Reiki too if you accepted it, so that's dehydrating. Let's take a moment, catch our breath. That was so nice. All right, well, the next one is definitely downward dog. And that's hard for a lot of people, so I'm going to make some variations in that. Let's just catch our breath here. These are hard poses for the third eye. Boy, they really get you in there. This is the strongest part of your chakra, I believe. So I had wondered what intent poses would be in a chart for that, and these are intent. Okay, catch our breath before we try downward dog. This pose is very good for you too. And as you can see, I have my two 4-inch blocks and the bolster I'm sitting on, and it just really, really supports me, especially when I'm doing poses that can be considered hard. It's holding my body up and just really comforting it. So we can sit here for a little bit. Slowly start coming out of it. Put your hands on your knees. Bring your shoulders up. Arch your back slightly. Put your head back. Bend your back. Pushing it backwards. Hold on to your knees with your hands. Get that nice stretch in your upper shoulder blades. You can feel it down your back a little bit. Then pull forward, arch your back forward, put your chin up and your head forward. Hold that a little bit. Shoulders up. Start coming back. downward dog. I'm going to use my blocks. I can already feel my wrists a little funny today, so I've got the support of the blocks. Come up on your knees. I'll have a few variations for you. If you can't get all the way up, that's okay. Just do a little bit of the upward facing dog with your knees up. And you can hold that. You can come back and forth again. You can even keep yourself like this with your knees up. This right here is perfectly fine. Okay, because you're still using the same muscles. You're using your arms, you're using your knees, you're using everything you need to use. So you can hold it here for a little bit. Sit back a little bit when you need to. And we're gonna come up into the downward dog this way. Curl your toes under, okay? Push up on your arms and then go to your feet and then push up. Your feet don't have to be all the way on the mat. I just do the toe and ball part of my feet. Sometimes I'll play around, pushing back a little bit. You can stretch your hips back and forth by bending your knees and rocking side to side. That makes it a little bit easier to stay in this pose. You're not just sitting there in one position. If you have to come out of it to rest, come down on your knees. You can still keep your feet up or just stay on your knees and come back up if you can. You can play with cat-cow pose that we warmed up with if you need to instead. You're still working your arms and your back. And play around with coming up on your knees in the middle of those, just bending your knees up and lifting those feet by just, doing the feet up thing we've been playing with. Get cat-cow there. And you come forward a little bit. It stretches out your back nice too. Back, and just lift the knees up once again. We got the feet out. And you go back into child's pose if you did what I just did, or you might still be up there. And just walk those hips out. And then walk forward a little bit, come down. Rest on your blocks a little bit so you're not sitting so hard on your heels. Whew, that was beautiful. Let's just rest here for a minute. Let's come back into comfortable seated position. I'm too lazy to get my bolster, but I like my knee pad. Actually, these are too high now without the bolster. I got my 3-inch blocks here. A little bit. Let's just cool down a little bit. You can hold on to your feet. Rock a little bit. That was really good. Very, very good. I'm proud of you. That's a tough pose. That's why I want to warm up properly, because you can get dizzy putting your head down and putting your head back, and putting your head back to me is a little bit easier. Even if you don't come all the way over on the ball, if you have your head flat, level, you're still getting your head kind of used to the fact that it's going to be doing different movement. Oh, I just caught my breath. I don't know if you did. Hopefully you did. Just still stay there, relax. Get some water. Next one is hard, I'm not gonna lie. Last one's tricky with the head and the breathing, but this next one's a little bit tough. I love this one though, and what do they call this one? Oh, twisting lunge. Yeah, I love the lunges. The lunges on the ground on your knees they're so fun because It's a lot like what we've already been doing. And of course, this chart is smart that I got because they have you doing the positions in order to what's best for the body as to what you've already warmed up to. Now, regular lunge, you're not using these though, but your leg is up. What I like is you can have a bent knee, but you got one leg up and the other one is up too. And then they want you to come up and come that way. So I'm thinking you could have your knee still bent and come up. And whoops, use what you need to do to balance yourself. Come up that way like that. And then kind of, and don't do it for long. You can do short intervals of it. Your leg come up again, and they want that up. And then you'd be coming up around. Now I have a really bad right side. I've got just diagnosed with hemisensory deficit on my right side, which used to be dropfoot gait and hemiparesis, but apparently I was told I worked my way down to that, which I can actually feel the shocking in my body a little bit. Ooh, coming back on your foot. Look, isn't that nice? All right, this is a nice stretch there. All right. Oh, we're going to do the other side again. Let's stretch that out like that, though. Isn't that nice? Ooh, I just found that. Okay, so if you want to do it on your knee, you're on your knee. Support yourself in the block. Come up. Boom. If you want to come up that way. And then, boom. That one's hard for sure. Okay, let's just go back and forth a little bit. Catch your breath. Okay. Take your time. Okay, if you have to do it on your knee, let's give you a moment. Let's go to the other side just one more time. Okay. I lost count of the evenness of this, but so if you're on your knee, that's good. That's all right. Let's come up. And I have a hard time with this side, so okay. And if I want to try to really push myself, then I can do come up. And now my foot's turning because it needs that support. But that's all right, as long as I'm doing something here. And now we can stretch up a little bit. Back and forth. Whew, a little bit back and forth. And let's let our legs rest again. Let's come back. The next one could make someone a little dizzy, so I want you to sit down. Actually, maybe just doing another supported hero's pose. Don't get too much sitting on your buttocks because it might be too much of a shock to come right up and go on to the next one. Oh, so let's catch our breath. Oh, that was really good. That was beautiful, wonderful movement. I love the fact of keeping the knee bent and twisting to the side. It's definitely doable. I can feel it on my back and my arms. What wonderful exercise for your back and arms. So we did a lot today for our arms, really. You're not lifting weights or doing circles or anything, but you're using the muscles in your arms to support the rest of your body. Oh. All right, let's do the tough one. So this one, actually this one's the second tough one. Okay, definitely we're going to use blocks. I'll do it to the side so you can see. So this is just, let's see what they call this one. Oh, it's just a standard fold, but it's a wide leg fold, so which makes it a lot easier. If I'm going to do a fold, I want to make sure I'm doing a wide leg. Straight down is not fun. So let's just come up. Our knees a little bent. Definitely use your blocks. If you can really open your legs up. Let me show you this way. I don't want to fall off my floor. Open your legs up like that. Okay, let me come to the side. Right, and you're using the blocks. Now to fold down, you're just going to hang your head. Now they're doing hold on to the knees, but we're gonna hold on to the blocks. I don't have that kind of balance with my injuries, so we can go back and forth so we're not holding it tight. Kind of make it fun. You don't have to put your head so far down if that's hard for you. I've got a bolster here. You can even hang your head on the bolster. Just kind of go like that. Oh, that feels really good. Yeah, I'm going to stay with this one for a little bit. I've got my head over, and I'm bending my knees back and forth. I'm getting the movement we're talking about. I'm supporting myself everywhere. I'm going to stop. You can keep going back and forth. I'm going to just hold it here. You can stay there if you like. I'm going to just hang down a little bit. You can put your blocks even lower if you want to reach the floor more. You have to bend your knees a little bit forward, that's okay too. And slowly start coming out of this one. Just bring your head up a little bit. Go back and forth if you're not doing that. It probably would have been a long time to do that. Okay, take your blocks using for support to come down. Just kind of comfortable position for yourself. Oh my goodness, that was nice. Very, very nice. So we did all of the 5 chakra poses. I'm going to close you out now. You should be very proud of yourself for coming today. I'm getting a lot of crown chakra energy. Could be because of my head injuries, but I'm going to use it. I'm going to use my crystal. Just feel some energy through the natural energy of stones and just roll it into my hand. Spread that love. Take it in if you like. Showing up with me today, showing up to the mat, doing this for yourself. Until next time, living positively today, Lord Jufana.